Beautiful people, you're welcome back to my page, my channel. This is baking tips by Gigi Cakes Events. If you're new here, hit the like, follow, subscribe button, and thanks for joining this amazing family. Anyway, on today's video, I want to show you how to make this beautiful cake from scratch. Like what I mean from scratch, we're baking this cake, we are decorating it all at once. So it's a full package for you, trust me. Yeah, it's a full package. So sit right back and enjoy this video. Okay, then I'm gonna go with measurements of my sugar. There I'm gonna use 400 grams of castered sugar. Then I have 500 grams of margarine. I'm gonna put that into my mixer. I'm gonna beat the butter a little, the margarine butter, anyone you can call it. Beat a little, have my sugar, and I'm going to beat to this stiff peak. You know, I always like my vanilla sponge cake looking at the stiff peak. So this clip is a little bit faster because I don't want the video to be so boring, so long. It's not going to be boring anyway. It's an enjoyable video, but I just had to make it speed. Don't worry, I'm going to get you the very complete video for that amazing video from scratch. Okay, so there I've added my eggs. I go with my flour and add every other what's the word, any other thing that completes my vanilla sponge cake. You know, it's only sponge cake. I got there with my milk powder, baking powder, add that to the cake batter. Then we're going to mix again. Then we keep adding our liquid milk, like 3 cups. If you know the recipe for that, I'm going to leave that at the description box. Okay, that is my egg whites. You know, this the reason for my sponge cake. See, I'm going to throw that bowl upside down. The egg white is not going to fall. This is the way I whip my egg whites. Okay, so it's like a sponge. That's why it's called a sponge cake. So I'm going to add that to the cake batter we've already mixed, you see. So we're going to mix all this together again to complete our sponge cake like that. Yeah, so after mixing, yes, we're gonna add the last cup of the milk to it to incorporate everything into it. Then you take out the cake whip or your spatula and you're gonna scrape down every excess. Now I'm going to my bowl. I'm gonna spray that bowl with some pan spray. Pour my batter into 2 batches. Don't bake your cake once because the middle is not going to cook well. So always make sure you bake your cakes in batches. All right, that's it. So I'm almost leaving my cake to burn. I almost forgot work. So now that's the cake. Don't worry about the crumbs. We're getting the burnt. We're going to take that. So I cut my cake into 4 layers like so. Here. So I'm going to add some milk syrup into that cake to make it more moist. All right, then I'm gonna go with the cream inside. Then now I'm gonna share and trim all the bun side of the cake, the caramelization out from this cake like so. As you can see, like I said, I almost forgot my cake to burn. So we're gonna take all the excess out of it like so. That is the top layer I cut out of that cake. I'm gonna use it as my crumb coat here. You can see I squeeze it to some breadcrumbs. Then I'm going to add some buttercream to it, and we're going to mix to form our crumb coats. Then we're going to go in and rub that crumb coat into the cake first. I always use it first before adding the buttercream. Okay, it helps to seal your cake. So because this cake is just a fresh one, you might see lines, but it really helps when you leave the cake to stay over. Okay, so that is my fond that I'm going to make. Sorry we didn't get the recipe for the gelatin and glucose, but you have that on my page. It's already there. So now I'm going to add that to my icing sugar. That's a 2 kg of icing sugar there. I'm going to mix this all. Now I'm going to cut out the top. You know, I'm doing a paneling or wrapping method, whichever you call it. Cut out the round one to fit the size of this cake. It's like an 8-inch cake. Then we're going to spread that to cover the top properly using the cream to smoothen all sides. Then I'm going to roll some long strips that fits to the height and the width of this cake. I'm going to wrap it all up. That's why it's called a wrapping or paneling method here. Smoothing it out, take out the excess from the top. Then this part, I don't really want to shuffle it because I want to give it some crimps design. So I'm going to pinch those edges to form like a design on top of this cake, as you can see there, just like that. I'm going to cover the base. That is not what you need. anyway, just to cover the base. Then there is the cutter. I'm using like a ball shaped cutter to form this beautiful ball cake design here. So I'm just going to cut that for a black fondant and that of the white to just give me those designs. That's all. Then we're going to go straight now into attaching those designs into the cake. I'm going to add some sugar glue to the body of my cake. Please be careful not to be excess so that it doesn't drip out, okay, like what you see earlier on. So we're going to add the glue and we start attaching the cutouts of this ball shape design to the cake like that. As you can see, it's fun making it. All you just do, use your eyes to gauge words. One black in the middle of like 5 white or 6 white thereabouts. You can use to scrape it. Anyway, I have a video of a small clips. I actually did this ball design. If you're finding it kind of hard or finding it difficult to make this ball design like that, I'm gonna do this to give me exactly what I want. It's gonna go not all round because I just want it like a half sphere of this cake. I'm not doing it all round, okay? Just sit and trust me, you're gonna get to where I'm actually going to on this one. Like I said, it's not all round, just some sides. So the down part might be kind of shorter. You just have to cut it out to give you the exact size you want there. All right, it's a very, very easy at the same time tactics to use in doing a ball thing. That's the finished work of it. Isn't that beautiful? So I go with a smaller size of that ball cutter. I'm going to make an invert at the base of the cake to give it more beauty. Then I'm going to add the initials, Happy Birthday, which is HB the Melvin. That's the baby's name. Cake for baby, actually. Then I'm going to steam the cake steam, the cake, add some designs, choose to add whatever you like. And I hope you enjoy watching this video. Remember, if I can, so can you.